Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? We gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Opts for the throw. Big counter. Sticks the combo. Well-timed corner switch. All right, what's coming up next? Gets a crucial back throw in. Taking stock. Perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 1 has the life advantage. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Hits him with a vagabond edge. Going in, counters with the knee jab. Nice read. Torbalan. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Looking for a chance. Springs forward with the drive rush. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Uses the gauge for a super arc. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Gets carried to the door now. Did they mean to do that? Baits out the low kick. Oh, here we go. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Hit them with a quick low kick. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Changing up the beat with the hidden variable. Not shy with the grab. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Throw whips. What's the play here? Overhead. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Knockdown. Gets him. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Medium kick hits. Just moments ago, we saw some very solid pressure against the wall. That's how you close out games. It's so hard to fight back against that. What'll happen here? Counters with the knee jab. Nice read. Throws them. What's next? Pounding them with the La Chuca. Can they stand the heat? Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Throwing some shade. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Throws them. Both fighters planning something? Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Doing some quick planning? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Passes out the cage right there. Still alive? Still alive? That amazing never say die attitude got them the win. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. Just winning the match, pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Throws them down. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Opts for the throw. Parries the attack, and what's the play here? They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Takes the chance to hurt him. Brings out the super arc. How is this gonna work out for them? In a dire situation. Gets him. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Checks with a medium kick. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Player 1 chases them down. Connects with medium kick. Oh, says no to the impact. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. The low heavy is denied. They were expecting that drive impact. Spinning bird kick. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner, experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Going in? Are we gonna see a comeback here? Goes to the air. Checks with a medium kick. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's tricky hidden variable? One player is in burnout state. Knew the throw was coming. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Finds the target. Stabs the bar for it. Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight!
Uses their drive gauge. Who will come out on top? Goes out of sight. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Player shrugs that off. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. The jump in is denied. Overhead, but it won't work. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Sticks out a kick. Tricky hidden variable. Player 1 limps in. Can they convert off the tempo kick? Right into the flatline zone. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The low heavy's blocked. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The low kick connects. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Spends the gauge on the drive rush. The super armor does its job. Adds on a bit, but brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Takes a trip. Rightly gets them. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Launches with a Tenku kick? Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. What's the next move? They return to center stage. Jumps in. Grabs and throws them away. Gets the bar on the Kikosho. Going in. Goes out of sight. Risky up-close scrap still going. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. They got a big slick overdrive Tento there to call them out. Oh, yo! Rock super hit! Great job, and that was the highest if I've ever seen one.
Kimberly!
Woo! I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Forward throw to continue the pressure. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Definitely shuts out the jumping. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. All right, what's coming up next? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? From up above. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Are we gonna see a comeback? Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Can't tech the throw? Player 1 chases them down. Medium kick hits. What'll happen here? Springs forward with the drive rush. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Looking for a chance. Goes for the jump in. It's a good spot to use the super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. They're thinking of scoring big off this gauge use. Breaks it. Drives it back, misses. Sprints in. Jumps it. This can lead to some big damage. Oh, burnout triggered. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Shows the medium kick. Gotta be careful, not goes out of sight. Manages to sets up with the jump in. Cashes out the cage right there. Still alive, still alive. What a finish. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opens with uses their drive gauge. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Tricky hidden variable. We're just getting started here. Who'll take control? Drives it back, misses. Manages to block the jump-in attack. All in with a rush. What now? Throws that off. Fights back with authority. Oh my, the throw tech. A jump? Player 1 can't use risky plays, but it pays off. Amazing. Finds the target. Vagabond forever turns out. They were sitting on their feet for this super art. Hits them with a Bushin scramble. The final push at the end paid off in spades. When you have a chance to finish things, you gotta take it. Now, give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Throws him down. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Backs them into the corner. What's the play here? Well-timed command throw there. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Takes a trip. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Jumps. Target locked and scoop. One combo can end this round right now. Low heavy hits. Mix up KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Medium kick. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Looking to plant them with a pile driver. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Both fighters have a full super meter on experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Jump? Just goes for it at this range. Confirms the Bushin Ninja Star Stun. The damage and attack boost off this will really tip things in their favor. The throw is denied. The overhead denied. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. All the throw connects. Both fighters planning something. Overhead, but it won't work. Jump! Sets up with the jump in. Amazing! Any mistake goes. What a finish! Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Heavy punch sends them flying. Player 2 chases them down. Well-timed command throw there. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Knockdown. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Brushes that off and keeps going. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Hits them with a vagabond edge. Jumps up. There's a change of side. Both fighters planning something? Target locked and scoop. Noticeable life lead is a comeback scope, gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Holds out with the block. The throw hits, now the fun begins. Well-timed command throw there. Lots of aggression from both sides. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 chases them down. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player 2 hits them with a stop and block. That combo did decent damage. Closes with the throw, hitting him with a smart stuff. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Sets a shuriken bomb to panic. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Uses their drive to maximum. Just goes for it at this range. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Both sides in burnout. Protect your neck! Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Goes out of sight. All the throw connects. What'll happen here? And they create an opportunity. Wraps it up with a throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Final round. Who will the fighting game go? Target locked and scoop. Player 2 has the life lead. This can lead to some big damage. Super art to show up what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Cooks up some hot and spicy damage with the Bushin beat. Ooh, what a smart throw. Amazing. This is gonna hurt. Player 1 is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. Sets up with the jump in. Noticeable life lead is what a finish. That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that. All on the line.
Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Deftly shuts out the jumping. Goes for the fireball. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. All right. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The super armor does its job. Neither of them willing to back off. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Life lead opens up. Knockdown. Burnout activates. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Slides and goes for the legs. They need to rely on their instincts here. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Going in, KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Absorbed down to the wire. This is gonna be bad news. Jumps up. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Knockdown. Creates an opening with a low heavy. Hits him with a vagabond edge. Still scrapping for control of the space. Shows the medium kick. Drive rush to keep it going. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Tricky hidden variable. It's a good spot to use the super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Up to spend the meter on the super. The low drop gets the tips with the low heavy. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Fakes out the low kick. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. A jump in. Suck connects with the throw. Goes out of sight. Player 1, all the throw connects. Jump. Throws them. Reads the jump in perfectly. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Nope, they didn't take the throw! Get that back! Biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Opts for the throw. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Deftly shuts out the jumper. There's a corner switch. Throw whips. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Just hold your breath. Box him with a target call. Player 2 chases him down. Drive rush to keep it going. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Nut springs forward with a drive rush. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Their spacing is so to come from the brink like that. What a comeback! Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Rising uppercut. Drive runs to keep it going. Checks with a medium kick. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jumps in. Burnout activates. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump in. Block critical. What's gonna happen? Just goes for it at this range. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. Taking no prisoners. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Medium kick hit. Not shy with the grab. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Player 2 with the life lead. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Grabs him. Very solid corner switch. Throws him. What's next? With the throw. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Life lead opens up. Sets a shuriken bomb to panic. Player 2 needs to get some. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Overhead neck hunter. Neither of them. Drive rush to keep it going. Knockdown and... Player 2 needs to use what springs forward with a drive rush. Player 2 experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very potential super art. Big dip. The super doesn't hit. That's a counter. KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Goes out of sight. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Impact squashed. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Tricky hidden variable. Gets him with a Euro step. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. Throws him. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player 1 is in a very good spot. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Clutch, anti-air. The jump drive, in fact, misses. Connects with the throw. This is the freedom from above with the Bushin beat. Cooks up some hot and spicy damage with the Bushin beat. What's next? Ooh, what a smart throw. A real drive rush. Vagabond edge throws. Ugh, take a seat. Oh, are you kidding me? Player took it down to the wire.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Keeps them out. Hits the drive. Springs forward with the drive rush. Brushes off the impact. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Throws them down. What are they thinking? Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Opt for the throw to close it out. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Takes them all the way to the corner with it. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Manages to block the jump-in attack. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious drive rush to keep it going. Oh, says no to the impact. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Springs forward with the drive rush. Pokes with the medium kick. Finds the target. Close range projectile. Are we gonna see a comeback? KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants. Anti-air in the clutch. Awesome. Player 1 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up here. Goes out of sight! With super arts into play, it's really anything to pump the brakes on the impact. Crossover attack. Player super art to show up what our PhD and fighters can do for you. The Pale Rider calling. Looking to put him 6 feet under with his falling. Player 2, the drive impact doesn't work. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Genius read with that throw escape. Medium, excellent block. A real test of protect your neck. Player 2 walls flat into the guard frame. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Hits them with a boot and scramble. 9-to-5 work damage incoming. I can't believe it. Fires a blast. Oh boy. Tricky hidden variable. Ugh, take a seat. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? We just saw the heist of the century. Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? The drive impact nets them a sweet punish game. Deal some damage with that quick combo. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Oh! Picture perfect punish counter. Strings it all together. And they break forward to pressure the opponent. Was looking for that jump attack. Bops him with a target combo. Jumps up. Quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? Experiencing burnout. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws them. What's next? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Player 2 chases them down. Side switch in the corner. Both sides have the super gauge max and ready to rip. Oh, burnout triggered! Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. So, what's next? Hits them with a stop and bomb. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Uses the target combo as a filler. This is gonna be bad news. Max SA gauges. Unbelievable. Looking to impress with this super. dead off this super? It's too close to call. Soda! Hanging by a thread. Just needs one final push. All in with a rush. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Passes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Flatline zone.
Kimberly.
Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Round
It's
one.
not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws them to negate the block. They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. Player one chases them down. Oh! There's a punish count. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. This is a huge chance to make a field. Life lead opens up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What a KO! Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Solid throw tech. Scrapping it out up close. Tries to catch him out with the arc snap. Looking to impress with this super. Start the tune. The Kimberly's ready to feast. Bushin Ninja Star Cypher. And this is only the beginning. Player one will need to use their meter here wisely. In there. Player two took no time to finish that fight. Between these fighters, no one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. No good up high. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Box him with a target combo. All right, well, they saw the chip KO on the table. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Throws them to negate the block. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Sets up the trap. Uses the target combo as a filler. Smart play with it. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. Jumps up KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Sprints in. The last round. It's now or never. Jumps. Lets loose a boom. Tricky hidden variable. All the throw connects. Nice parry. Clutch anti-air. Knocked him out of the air. Who will force the other's hand? Oh, putting the cherry on top. Spins it all over super. Not shy one bit about it. Makes smart use of the gauge. Good super. All whiff and no throw. What are they gonna do? Reads the jump in perfectly. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. Noticeable life lead is a comeback. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Blocks the low kick. Both sides getting ready. Wraps it up with a throw.
Kimberly.
Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money.
Shoot! Round Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Blocks the jump in. Well-timed command throw there. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Bops him with a target combo. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Reacts to the throw. Okay, creating some space here. That's one huge life lead. Is this going where we think it is? The pressure is so intense here. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. The low doesn't connect. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player 1 chases them down. Gets them. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to hit them with a stop and pop. The jump in is denied. Overhead neck hunter. Tries to catch them out with the arc stay. Knockdown and player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Smart play with the throw. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Player 2 holding on to that corner KO. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. Better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? The low kick connects. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Good anti-air. Goes to the overdrive. Jump in, finds the mark. Still in a bind, but escapes the throw. Takes a trip. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Hits them for KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? The jump in is denied. No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. Goes for the throw. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Uses the gauge for a super art. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Life lead is there. Nice read. Denies them with a somersault kick. Reversal. Slides and gold closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Combo with the target combo. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? What are they thinking here? Saw that low heavy coming. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. What's the play here? Player 1 chases them down. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Sticks the combo. Blocks the low heavy. Taking stock. Sprints in. This is the range for experiencing burnout. Ups the damage on that. KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Overhead neck hunter. Checks with a medium kick. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. A quick breather. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Time to reassess the situation? Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Genius read. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Springs forward with a drive rush. Big drive rush to keep it going. Player one needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Closes it out. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Blocks the jump in. An aggressive attack. Still slugging it out here. Trips him up. Absorbs the attack and fires back. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Parries the attack. Taking stock. Dashes up. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Beast mode activated, and now they're ready to KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player two has a slight life boost. Still slugging it out at this range. What'll happen here? Player one will look to apply pressure here. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Both fighters planning something? Side switch in the corner. Huge chance after that wall slap. Big drive gauge difference here with little life. There's a burnout. Impact squashed. Player two needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Both of them back up. Things are about to get wild here. A rare chance here. They gotta do something. Amazing. Player one is in a very good spot now. Any mistake here is the flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Tricky hidden variable. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? The low slot. They can't squander this punish counter chance. It's a good spot to use the super. Bushin Ninja Stomp Sudden. This is how the Bushin Ryu roll. Good presence of mind to pull the trigger. Player two is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. No, it breaks through with the throw. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic. Winning the match, pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. All right, first round, what's going to happen? Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Goes for an overhead. Checks with a projectile. Bops him with a target combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? All right, what's coming up next? The jump-in is denied. Knockdown. Combo with the target combo. Player two can't let their drive gauge run out. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Both fighters planning experiencing burnout. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Side switch in the corner. Slides and goes for the legs. Each hit, the projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player one with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Jumps? Who's going to start things off? Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Hits him with a vagabond. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. We've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this point. It's a good spot to use the super. Start the tunes, because Kimberly's ready to feast! Bushin Ninja Star Cypher! And this is only the beginning! We have Super Art reads the jump in perfectly! Gotta do better than that! Took him to the card draw critical! What's gonna happen? Gets the... Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they gotta think of a follow-up. Amazing! Gets the counter hit and the win! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Low heavy, but no go! The drive impact doesn't work! Player 1 needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Player 1, were they baiting them into that? Target combo into... Looking to follow up after that target combo. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Wall flat into the card frame. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. All in with a rush. What's next? Changes the pace with the fire. Goes out of sight. Somehow the throw is denied. Quick medium poke. Just what they were after. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Torso cleaver dices them. Smart play with the throw. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Starts off zoning with fireballs. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Combo with the target combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Both fighters at 50% health. Knockdown. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive game. They'll need to be very careful here. Box him with a target combo. Sets up with this Super Art Connect. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. They're in there! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Sticks the jump in. Sandblast! They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Fantastic awareness. Flushes that off and keeps going. Oh, burnout triggered. What'll happen here? Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. In there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Throws a fireball. Barely connects with the throw. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Solid anti-air. Drive gauge manages all in with a rush. Takes him down with a pale rider. Time for the ground and pound. What will they do next? The jump-in is denied. What's that off? Protect your neck. Connects with the throw. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Getting it all on the drive rush. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Checks with a sandblast. Oh, here this can lead to some big damage. Player 1 with the rhythm owning that space. Perfect damage calculation, no doubt about it. They are done. Player 2 was definite. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. It goes out of sight. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Oh! Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Had the radar up and running. From up above. Sees it coming and blocks it out. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Zones with the fireball. Brushes that off and keeps going. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Both fighters planning something? You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. From low heavy to... gets the jump in. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Tries to catch him out with the arch step. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. There it is. They knew it'd be enough. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Goes for an overhead. Difficult situation for a throw. Goes for the command grab. Trips him up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Throws them to negate the block. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player two chases them down. Knockdown. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Experiencing burnout. Even with both fighters in burnout, this may be the time to strike and take the round. They picked a good spot to use the super. Comes crashing down on them with the... What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Who's going to start things off? Overhead. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Changes things up with an overhead. Genius read. Jumps. Breaks the block with a throw. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Safely increases their throw level. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Blocks it. This unleashes some big damage. A quick breather. This is gonna hurt. Crashes out the cage right there. A clean KO. Nice meter away. What a finish! Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run. Dashes. Not shy with the grab. Player one with the life lead. Throws him down. What are they thinking here? The grab misses. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Player two can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or opt for the throw to close it out? Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Gets the jump in. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jumps up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Renverse. The hit throw connects. Answers the drive impact with the drive kick. Safely increases their throw level. A quick breather. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Sprints in. Smart play with the throw. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Genius read. Shows the medium kick. Not much life. Hits them with a stop and drive. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Vagabond edge connect. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player two will look to a flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. What an opening statement there. Jumps up. The throw missed. Blocks it. It's a good spot to use the super. Level 3 super. Sending that meter like it's nobody's business. Drops the gloves. Here comes the super. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Crowns them from above. Taking chunks out of each other here. Shoot again, Bob. Player 2, jump in, parry. Ooh, what a smart throw. Knew the throw was coming. Jumps. Oh, they switch sides. Going in. Goes out of sight. Who will set the bait at this range? Catches them out. Vagabond edge reads the throw and escapes. Going in. Do they have what it takes to steal the round here? Tricky hidden variable. Anti-air, are you kidding me? Player 2 was